This is the last video, and we're gonna make whatever we haven't made yet. Let me just change this little icon because should be a little bit bigger, I guess, like this. Let me put it right in the middle. Okay, I like it more now. I would like to change the background alpha a little bit more. Um, okay, so what we haven't made, one of them is just the input field, and we have Text Mesh Pro. As I said before, we're going to use that one. To save time for this video, I'm just going to scale it, and it's actually not that bad just to scale this guy because the other sides are really don't matter. Put it here. Let's extend it a little bit that way, and I want it a little bit to be top. All right. Yeah, let me just use this scale. Here we go. So that's it for input field. So whenever the user starts tapping here, then they can start typing the stuff. Yes, it is a little bit shrinked, or like obviously like shrink down from height, but it's just because I used scale, and I'm not supposed to use that. I'm supposed to use this little tool in here, rectangle tool, and then change the stuff to effective width and height, not the scale. So, but again, that was just for saving time. I don't like the, okay, screw view area handle. I like it to be blue, maybe. So in here, this guy. Okay, I think it looks better. But anyway, I did it when I was in play mode, so it's not going to save it. Let's move it back. All right, so that was the input field. Let me close these. All right, you should move a little bit top. So the next thing is the toggle, and that one is super easy as well. I am going to move it here and also scale this guy. So let's actually move it right in here and make it part of our button. So this is the last button. I'm going to move the image a little bit down and then move the toggle in here and then make it part of the button by just making it as a children. Let's align it. I think this should be fine. Go to its children, change the label color to white so it would be easier to read. All right, so if you pay attention to the text, it is pixelated in here. However, for the other buttons, it is not. And the reason of that is because the text that we have is not Text Mesh Pro. So we're going to replace it with Text Mesh Pro. I just go to UI, Text Mesh Pro, and then make it child of toggle and put it right in here. And make the size same. I'll go to here, put it to the center, make the font bigger, and let's change the width. So here we go, and then just call it toggle. It is almost matching, but that's fine. You got the point, and I'm going to delete the other one. So now it is not pixelated. Again, this is why we are using Text Mesh Pro, because it has better quality and it's easier to work with. And if I click, you can see it's working, and that was it. So to make these things effective, we need to program it, and which is not hard at all, but that's not the focus for now. And last one on the list, it's going to be, where is that? That should be the Dropdown Text Mesh Pro. So this is the last thing we're gonna check for UI. Let me just drag it up here so we can look at it better. And I'm just gonna scale it to save time. Let's scale it a little bit down. Here we go. All right, so this guy also has a bunch of children, which we already learned how to work with them. And the inspector is going to be a little bit different because we have different component in here with different values. And I'm going to tell you what are those. Let me just play it. And if I click, you can see we have option A, B, C, which are coming from here. If I want to add another option, I just simply click on this plus sign. And then I can name it whatever I want. Let's just put something weird. And then if I click here, here it is, plus sign. I guess this one is just a sprite for it. If I want to add something, so if I go back here, yeah, I don't know, I don't remember what was that, but that's fine. Let's just make it none. So let's go back to where we are. So how does it work? We have a template, and then we have viewport, and then we have content. Pretty much similar as screw view, but the content that is important here is item. And these items are gonna be copied in number of how many options we have. So if I have 4 or 5 options, then it's gonna copy the item in here for 4 or 5 times. So it really depends on that. But what if I want to add like an image in here, right in here? So for that, we're gonna go to make a UI and then make an image, move it right in here. Let's make it smaller, and then I'm gonna choose something. Let's choose this guy. Make it a little bit weird and different, all right? And to make it effective, I need to make a child of my item, and that should be it. So if I play and then click here, you can see it is right in here. Why is it not for C? Well, if I go to Dropdown, should be fine. So we can check it actually from here because it is going to be a copy. So option C, and then option C has all the items, and the image is here. Okay. What about option B? Has the image, which is that one, and then okay, I got it. All right. So this is why, because the image is here. However, the contents are in here. So what I should do is just to simply moving it here. Let's check. They're almost in the same place as we want. So it should be fine now. Let's play again. And then there we go. We have all of them. So that's how you can also modify the your drop down. Just go down to the child of item and then put whatever you want in here. Just make sure it's not gonna stand there. It actually has to be here, and it is not visible. The reason that it's not visible is because the parent in here is deactivated. So if I activate it, you can see it right away, right in here, this checkbox. So that's why it was I wasn't able to see where I'm putting my picture. So if I hold shift and then drag this guy, it's gonna change the size both vertically and horizontally. And just don't forget to change the template activation from here because it's gonna affect the script. So if I play it again, I should be fine. And here we go, it's working. So I guess we covered everything. Drop down if you want to use pictures and make it, text box. Buttons, how to add text to buttons, how to add images to buttons. And then we talked about input field, the slider, and most importantly, the scroll view. So that was it. I hope it works for you. Thank you.